Hello everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm gonna do something different so that you guys have a chance to get to know me. It's the get to know me tag that's been going around on YouTube. So let's get started. So the first question is, what is your first name? My first name is Katie. What is your nickname? My husband has a lot of nicknames for me, like Wiferson and Dub, and I think some other names I can't think of right now. And my family calls me Kitty or Kate or Kitten. So yeah, those are my nicknames. My birthday is the next question, and it's in December. What best describes where you live? I live in hot, humid Houston. Just think of 3 H's and there you go, that's where I live. The next question is, what is your crafty style? I don't really have a crafty style. I like to try different things. I'm messy. I like to get my hands in there and get, just get messy. I guess my crafty style would be messy, I guess. What is my most used crafty tool? That is a hard one. Besides my hands, which could be a crafty tool, I think. Let's see, probably my hair dryer or heat tool, whatever you guys use. I use a hair dryer most of the time, but that's probably, I use it every day, so that's probably it. What is my most wished for crafty tool? That's really hard. There's a lot of like paints and stuff, but that's not really a tool. My most wished for tool. I don't know about that one. I guess a real heat gun? I don't know. I don't really need it, but yeah, I can't think of anything. What is my favorite craft brand? That is also a hard thing to say. I don't know. Probably gonna go with Ranger, only because I use the majority of Ranger stuff, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily my favorite. But I do like there's a big truck driving through our neighborhood making a lot of noise. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Ranger, I like the Dilution stuff and the Tim Holtz stuff and the Dina Wakley stuff and all of that, and their Adirondack stuff, and all of that stuff is really good. I really like all that stuff. But then there's stuff like color art. I like color art. I definitely like the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists, and I don't know, there's just far too many. There's just too many brands that are good. So I don't know, Primary Elements, I don't know, there's just a lot of good stuff out there. I'd like all of it, please. But as far as what I have the majority of, it would have to be Ranger brand stuff. So moving on, the next question is, what is my favorite craft at the moment? I would have to say just mixed media. I dabble in card making for birthdays and Father's Day coming up and everything, but it's definitely not my go-to thing to do. I don't just create cards for fun, I guess. Do I have pets? Yes, I do. I have 2 dogs that are older dogs, and then I have a cat that she's not as old, but she's not a young spry chicken either. So what is my favorite time to craft? I will craft anytime I can. Usually the weekends are hard to craft just because my husband's off, family stuff is going on, stuff like that. I usually wake up in the morning, have coffee, breakfast, you know, take care of the dogs, and then I'll come upstairs and craft for a while before I do chores and everything. So I guess the morning-ish time is when I craft the most. What is my favorite non-craft channel? I like that bad lip reading. I think that one, it used to be a lot funnier, but I think it's pretty funny still sometimes. I watch a couple of the like makeup channels, but I don't think one is great. Like, I don't know, some of them bother me, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I guess it would be the bad lip reading. I mostly watch craft channels, so that one is also hard. Okay, what is my favorite TV show? So favorite is hard, but I do have a couple ones that I really, really like. I used to like Grey's Anatomy a lot. Then they started just killing off all of the characters, so I stopped watching. Once Upon a Time, I have a friend that lives in North Carolina, and I watch Once Upon a Time with her. We have a date to watch that every Sunday when it comes on, and we just G-chat each other through it's fun. We just talk through the G-chat about the TV show. I like Blacklist. I like Vikings, although I've never watched it except for on Netflix. Maybe Amazon Prime, actually. Anyways, Hell on Wheels. What else? There are so many TV shows. If I'm being honest, I like some of the Real Housewives, especially like the Beverly Hills and the Orange County Housewives. Those ladies are crazy, but it's like mindless entertainment. Same thing with like Little Women. Some of these I'm embarrassed to say, but yeah, I watch some of those shows like that, because you can watch it but not really have to like know exactly what's happening, so it's a really easy thing to watch, I guess. I don't know, it's entertaining. What can I say? I don't know. What is my favorite movie? Oh man, I don't know. I should have thought about these questions before I started filming. My favorite movie, like if we're just going for like funny movies, I like The Grinch, the one with Jim Carrey. I like The Proposal, the one with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. That's pretty funny. I like that one a lot. There's a lot of good movies. I don't know. If it's like a romantic comedy type movie, I really like, gosh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. I don't know. Let's just go with the ones I've already said, because I didn't think about these questions in advance. Sorry. So, favorite color. My all-time favorite color is green. That hasn't changed since I was really, really little. But I tend to really like blues and purples and yellows quite a bit. Sometimes even oranges. I really love color, so there's not like a color out there that I don't like, but if I were to name my top 5, it would be green, blue, purple, yellow, and orange. Yeah, those would be my top 5. And I'm pretty sure that somewhere lower on the list would be pink. I'm not a huge fan of pink, although I do like it a lot more than I used to. So, there you go. Alright, it says favorite store. So I don't know if that means craft store or what, but I'm going to go with Tuesday Morning, because even if it's not for craft stuff, which, let's be honest, it usually is for craft stuff, I go to Tuesday Morning and I always come out with something that I feel like I got a heck of a deal on. I'm a bargain shopper, so I really like that. I've gotten some of the furniture for my house that way, my dining room table, just craft stuff galore. I mean, seriously, I love Tuesday Morning, so all-time favorite right there. Favorite restaurant? I am gonna say this place called Asian City. It's like they have a hibachi side where you can like watch them grill your food and stuff, kind of like Benihana, but then they also have the regular side that they do sushi and just like Chinese food of all varieties and some Japanese food and stuff. It's just Asian City is what it is. It's really good. And outside they have like a little koi pond with a bridge that you can cross over and watch the fish, so that's always fun if you have to wait. I don't know. I like that place a lot. There's also a place downtown called Miyako, which is sushi. I'm a sushi lover, obviously, and it's delicious. And they have like really good happy hour deals, so we try to go out there occasionally. Not as often as I'd like, but we try. Okay. Favorite magazine? I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of crafty magazines. I just found out about that art journaling craft magazine. I forget what the name of it is, but that sounds like I would love that magazine, but I never heard of it until like a couple of days ago. As far as like magazines, I really think National Geographic is cool and beautiful, and the pages are really nice quality. I like that magazine a lot. But as far as like, I don't do like Cosmo or anything like that. I don't know. Favorite author? I like a lot of books, so that's hard. My all-time favorite might be Diane Mott Davidson. She writes a series of books. They're murder mysteries, and it's based on this one lady's life, and she's a chef, and so there's like recipes and stuff in there, and you kind of like follow her life, and she gets into some interesting situations. I like Agatha Christie. I like Madeline Alt. Mostly I like murder mysteries. I like the Harry Potter stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of people that I read, so that's hard. All of these are hard is what I keep saying, but it's true. It's true. It's hard. This next question says favorite shoes. I don't know if that is, did I write that down wrong, or favorite shoes? I don't know. I guess I did write it down. If I can, I go without shoes. Barefoot is the way to be. But in Houston, I can get away with flip-flops, so I do flip-flops. I hate closed-toed shoes. I hate high heels. Gosh, I'm going to be in a wedding this coming up in a month, and I have to wear high heels, and whew, anyways. So yeah, if it has to be a shoe, it's gonna be a flip-flop most of the time. Favorite time of year? I'm back and forth. I used to really be just like a complete fall girl. The colors, the browns, the oranges, the changing of like the leaves and all that stuff. But now that I live in Houston, it's green all year long, which I'm not complaining about. Obviously, that's my favorite color, but so I don't tend to like it as much. I'm from Colorado originally, so when you think fall in Colorado, like all the aspen trees are beautifully changing, and the colors in the mountains are they're just beautiful. So I still love fall, and like that pumpkin spice, not that I'm into Starbucks coffee, but just like that whole, pumpkin pie, the spices, the aromas, everything about fall is really nice, and it's not as cold as winter. And then I really, really like spring, because it's another really change of season. It's like where all the vibrant colors of flowers and the temperature here in Houston is so nice in the spring. I wish it was like that all the time, but it's not. So yeah, I guess spring and fall would be my answer. And the last one is something people don't know about you. Well, I'm assuming that nobody knows much about me here on YouTube, but one of the main things I can think of is that I have a couple rare diseases. I have something called intracranial hypertension, where I have too much spinal fluid that builds up on my brain, and it won't it won't drain like normal people, and so I had to have a shunt. I had surgery in August of 2015, and so they had to shave my head and do brain surgery and insert a tube that goes from my brain down my neck and into my stomach and drains all of that spinal fluid that builds up. So there's that, and then I have a cyst on my spinal cord, and that is another rare disease called syringomyelia. And so yeah, that's part of the reason I don't work, and part of the reason I even started taking up mixed media and stuff, to just have an outlet and a way to kind of create and just get some feelings and different things, I guess, worked out. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little insight to whose hands you're watching there on the screen for the most part. And if you liked this, let me know, and I may do it again. So yeah, bye guys. Have a good one.